Hello, my royal lovelies. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm back on in this chatty kind of form of video. Welcome to my living room. In this house, it is still Christmas at the moment. We will be taking our Christmas tree down. But yes, Happy New Year if I haven't said it to you already. I want to talk about, well, I want to clear up some facts really, because I've had a few people commenting in videos and I've seen different things on social media where I don't think people know the truth. So I am going to try and set the record completely straight. Of course, I'm talking about Meghan. Hopefully, look, her show is going to be on Netflix, so everything is going to be Meghan and that goddamn awful Netflix show for the foreseeable future. So let's just accept that that's what it's going to be. And I know a lot of you will not want to watch, myself included, but I think I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to take one for the team, aren't I? So that you don't have to. I'll watch it so that you don't have to. Everyone's going to be dissecting, and a lot of people have said that it's going to be fun to kind of watch other YouTubers and influencers basically ripping Meghan apart. And I said before Christmas that I wanted to do things that fill my heart with joy. And to be honest, ripping people apart is not one of the things that completely fills me with joy. But one of the things that does fill me with joy is deporting or departing, one or the other. Anyway, sharing my knowledge, my royal knowledge that I have built up over my entire lifetime of the royal family. And one of the things that people have been getting wrong, the inconsistencies out there on the internet absolutely shock me. They really, really do. By the way, I'm trying to look at the camera and I'm trying to realise where you are. You're there, aren't you? So I need to look there. Otherwise, it looks like I'm looking off at the other side of the screen. So there are many inconsistencies out there. And it all relates to the use of titles. Now, titles and styles can be incredibly confusing to people, which so few people have them, other than the regular Mr. and Mrs. and all the rest of it. These sort of aristocratic titles or royal titles and styles, that it's just very confusing. So I want to clear it up. Meghan's use of Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, is incorrect. That is an incorrect usage. That is the form that is commonly adopted by divorced females of royal men that have titles. So, for example, when Princess Diana, or rather the Princess of Wales as she was, got divorced from the Prince of Wales, she became Diana, Princess of Wales. It's almost like Princess of Wales or Duchess of Sussex or Duchess of York or whatever it might be, is like used as a surname. So it is the word the that denotes that you are the Duchess of Sussex, that you are the Duchess of York, that you are the Princess of Wales. So Meghan not using the Duchess of Sussex is incorrect. She should just put on there, if she wanted to be correct, the correct usage would just be the Duchess of Sussex, because somebody with a title does not need to use anything else, because there is only one, the Duchess of Sussex. Now, this has caused Meghan's incorrect usage, have sparked lots of controversy, because people are saying, well, what's happened? Is Meghan divorced from Harry? I don't think Meghan is divorced from Harry. She hasn't milked that cash cow. She hasn't squeezed the last udder, the last drops out of that udder yet. So no, I do not believe that she is divorced. I just think she's using her own styles and titles incorrectly. There is also another, we'll go back to that in a moment, but there is also another really big misconception, and that is people are still commenting on my videos that Meghan and Harry do not have the HRH. They do still have the HRH. The Sandringham Agreement was just basically Her Late Majesty, Prince Charles, as he was, and Prince William, basically saying to Harry and Meghan, well, you can go, you can step back if you want to, you can make your own money, you can be financially independent, but you cannot use the HRH whilst you are doing so. So Harry and Meghan agreed with the rest of the royal family to not use that HRH. It's not even in abeyance. Abeyance is when a title is kind of removed from somebody who holds a title that forces them not to use it. That wasn't the case here. So Harry's title, Harry as the main title holder, the Duke of Sussex, still has that title. His title was not made in or put into abeyance. He just agreed not to use it. And so far, they have stuck by their word, actually. They haven't used it for work purposes. So the HRH, they still have, and they can use, and they do use for legal purposes. We have seen examples of that have been published. For example, Lilibet's birth certificate. Now, whether or not you believe that the children are real, I've seen lots of theories online about that. Let's leave that there for a moment. But they have used HRH on legal certificates, even in the USA, because the USA, although it doesn't recognise titles, out of courtesy for foreign title holders, you can put it on legal documents. Harry and Meghan have done so. So they still have it. You know, that the misconception or the notion being put out by some people that they don't have it, they do. They do still have it. Prince Harry is still a Prince of the United Kingdom. He is still a Royal Highness. They're just not using it. So technically, there's nothing stopping Harry and Meghan from just using it again, even for work purposes. They could go against the Sandringham Agreement. Even if the title was put into abeyance, well, because you can also have titles put into abeyance, not just styles. So let's just say the Duke of Sussex was put into abeyance. And Archie, when he was 40, for example, I don't know, let's just say after Prince Harry's passed away, Archie wants to inherit the title. He could apply then to have that title taken out of abeyance because he has a claim to that title. Anyway, so Harry still has the HRH. He's still the Duke of Sussex. That hasn't been taken away. Meghan, technically, should just call herself the Duchess of Sussex. If we look at Sarah, Duchess of York, she's divorced from Prince Andrew, so she uses Duchess of York as a surname. If Prince Andrew was to remarry someone else, then that someone else would be the Duchess of York, and Sarah could still be Sarah, Duchess of York, but she wouldn't be the Duchess of York. Does it make sense? Titles and styles are very, very confusing, as I said. Anyway, so Meghan is either using it incorrectly by choice. I think she is styling herself that way to make herself look informal. I hear you scoffing. How is she going to look informal while still using a title? That's the whole thing. It doesn't make any sense, because when she first created this Instagram account and then made it public that it was her, she just had Meghan, which was incredibly informal. It almost reminds me of the "just call me Harry," when really he didn't want anyone to just call him Harry, did he? So Meghan obviously thought, oh, hang on a minute, now that I'm getting lots of attention, and her account is now at 1.2 million at the time of making this video. So she must have thought, right, I need to get I need to play off my royal title. So she tagged it on, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. But it is incorrect usage. Like I said, nothing stopping them from using HRH if they so wanted to, but they would potentially face the wrath of forcibly having it removed from them. And possibly the Dukedom of Sussex as well, because Meghan only has this style and title as courtesy because she's married to the main title and style holder, if that makes any kind of sense. Anyway, let's go to the Netflix show. Hopefully I've cleared that up. Then if you have any questions about it, please let me know. So the Netflix show. I'm not going to play it again. The clip of it, or I'm not going to play the manic beach video with the feet out, the trotters out. But I will say that I do believe that it's widely off the mark. As I said yesterday, she is trying manically to be relatable, and in doing so, she ends up being relatable to pretty much nobody. It's already come out, the value of the items that have been featured in even that promo clip, the tableware, you know, everything. It's not even her house. She's filmed at someone else's multi-million-pound house. The fake friends being drafted in. Well, it looks like fake friends anyway. I'm sure she does know them, but you know what they're after. They're after all this, aren't they? They're all the same. They're all the same. So it's all just very fake. And as I said yesterday, it's not going to fly in the UK because it's not our taste. But then again, I don't think Meghan is going after the British market. She's going after the US market. So the sickly sweet, you know, cookie cutter image isn't going to fly because we know the real personality behind it. She's trying to be Martha Stewart or any of these other, you know, grand ladies, but she's also ripping off many Instagrammers, YouTubers, other aristocrats that may have YouTube channels. She's stealing their creations. Is it the ladybird cake canapé things she's ripped off from someone else? So again, this is like the bench all over again. She is stealing ideas and then trying to pass them off as her own. We often talk in society about cultural appropriation. Meghan just does appropriation. She appropriates other people's ideas. And I suppose when you put ideas out there, if you've come up with something really good that people want to copy, you should be flattered. You know, if someone copies, well, lots of people have copied what I did 10 years ago. There was nobody doing what I did 10 years ago. Everyone else has come after me. So I had a good idea, and, you know, I should be encouraging people to, you know, to do the same thing. I had a good idea, and Meghan should be crediting the people that she is appropriating these ideas from. She hasn't created any of this. She's just stealing ideas, appropriating them. And I think it becomes appropriation when you don't give credit to the original source, which I think is what she should be doing. Also, American Riviera Orchard, where is it? Where is it? You know, has she still got past the legal naming of it? Because if you remember, she couldn't actually patent American Riviera Orchard. She wasn't allowed to. So I think Netflix has pushed her to get this documentary out. Remember, they are trying to do damage limitation. They are trying to recoup any kind of losses that they have sustained during the partnership with Harry and Meghan. So they are not going to wait around for Meghan to fix her legal issues regarding her brand. And I think that is very, very key. So whereas I think Meghan wanted to link products in that she could sell herself on her American Riviera Orchard, I think what she's been reduced to now is just being basically a basic influencer. Now, I'm not going to say anything about influencers. I am one myself. On my other channel, I work with brands. I do brand partnerships. I work with new build developers. So I know what it's like to be an influencer. It is a career. It is a job. I'm being honest. But just think of the level, the stratospheric level she went to when she married Prince Harry. She went above celebrity. Royals are not celebrities, and she went above even being a mere celebrity. She had worldwide fame. I'm not saying she didn't have a little bit of heat going for her before, but marrying Prince Harry took her to the stratosphere. Globally known because of being a member of the world's most popular and most well-known royal family. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. Not just because I'm British, because I think it's genuinely true. So Meghan would not have everything that she has now if it hadn't been for marrying Prince Harry. And I think she's gone backwards to being an influencer, a creator, someone who is featuring very expensive, out-of-touch products in her Netflix series. You know, I think some of these jugs and bowls and things were like $340 something. I don't know how much that is in pounds, but it sounds very expensive for like one bowl of something. So a lot of what she's sort of putting out their products to sell is not even aimed at the sort of people that are probably going to be watching her, if anyone indeed is going to be watching. So anyway, that's my 2 pennies worth on it today. I'm sure she'll post something else soon to promote the show. But hopefully that's the last of the promo clips that we'll be getting before we get the actual show. Anyway, thank you for watching this little ramble. If you've enjoyed it, I'm not going to put any photos of Meghan on. I can't. I looked yesterday when I was editing the video, and you know what? I couldn't stand her face next to me, right here, right where this Christmas tree is. Her face next to me. I was like, oh, get it away from me. So this is a Meghan image-free video. I don't want her anywhere near me, to be quite honest. So, I mean, if I didn't see her again, ever, if Harry and Meghan just vanished off the face of the earth, it wouldn't bother me. It really wouldn't. They do not spark me with joy. Sitting here, you know, making disparaging videos doesn't fill me with joy. But they've done it themselves. They have to remember that they are doing it themselves. Oh, one other thing I wanted to speak about. Their cheerleader, you know, the rah-rah skirt wearing Scooby-Doo. More like Thelma, I should think, from Scooby-Doo. Anyway, he's been getting his knickers in a right old twist, hasn't he? He's been attacking YouTubers by saying how anyone can just jump on the internet and talk about the royal family and not have any journalistic credentials, blah, blah, blah. Excuse me? Excuse me? Talking and sharing and having commentary and having opinions and views, sharing factual information is not the reserve, or the preserve, if you like, of someone who's just a journalist. In fact, journalists are very biased themselves. And then I think he put a post out today, a really weird one, saying something about sources. You know, basically saying that anyone that says that they've got sources, all the sources are incorrect. Isn't that what he said about his book? That he got credible sources that turned out to be Meghan, or Meghan's friends. So if he's saying that if people are saying they've got sources that are incorrect, then is he saying that his own book is based on inconsistencies and not being correct? Make it make sense. Thelma, make it make sense, honestly. So he's getting his knickers in a right old twist. Anyway, it's quite fun to watch, actually. I think he's being really annoyed by the fact that he's being outspoken. He's being, you know, his influence is waning as well. So as Meghan, remember, he is like a limpet. He's a bit like a leech. So he's leeching on to Meghan's coattails. And he changed his trajectory of his career as being an unbiased royal reporter to being completely biased and, you know, rah-rah, pom-pom, rah-rah-rah, rah-rah skirt, rip it off and fling it at Meghan's face. He became her cheerleader, and as her career is flopping and panning, so is his. And he is majorly aggrieved by that. You can tell by his recent posts. Anyway, I just thought that was quite funny and quite interesting to mention. So if you have enjoyed this video, it really does help the video. If you watched it all the way through to the end, give it a like, post a comment, and share the video as well. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media. And of course, do hit that bell, ding ding, so that you know whenever I upload a new video. So from me, mwah, to you all my lovies, and goodbye.